Hello everyone, I'm Thomas. And today we will tour the wonderful Vietnam. In this channel, we will explore the vibrant markets of Hanoi, the stunning landscapes of Ha Long Bay, the rice fields of Sapa, and the lively streets of Ho Chi Minh City. We'll also delve into its rich history, culture, and delicious cuisine, from pho to banh mi. Get ready for an unforgettable adventure in this land of contrasts and beauty.
Hello everyone. I'm Andy, the Globetrotter. And on this new trip, we will travel with Thomas the wonderful place of Vietnam. Are you ready for this adventure? Come on!
Vietnam. It is located on the Asian continent. It borders China to the north and Laos and Cambodia to the west. To the east and south, it is bordered by the East Sea or South China Sea. The official language is Vietnamese. Additionally, Chinese and French are also relatively common. The use of English has been increasing in recent years. There are also Muon Khmer and Malayo-Polynesian languages. The currency of Vietnam is the Dong, VND. 1 VND equals 0.000041 USD. The main religions are Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism, Hoa Hao, Chao Dai, Christianity, indigenous beliefs, and Islam. In any case, the Vietnamese population is not particularly religious due to the Vietnamese government's policy of some hostility towards religions. In Vietnam, there are three types of climates: subtropical climate in the northern and interior regions, with dry winters and humid summers, monsoonal climate in the central and southeastern regions, with high temperatures and very abundant precipitation.
Well, this was a great start about Vietnam. Now why don't we go to its current events? Come on!
Current affairs of Vietnam. It is a socialist republic, but with a system centralized in a single party, the Communist Party, which designates and controls the government. Vietnam is currently classified as a lower middle income country by the World Bank. Of the total Vietnamese population, which is 88 million in 2010, 13 million still live in poverty, and many others remain near the poverty line. While industry and services are the main sources of Vietnam's GDP, among the main industries in the country are textiles, food, automobiles, electronics, furniture, steel, plastics, and paper. What is the character of the Vietnamese people? Diligent, proud, persevering, fun-loving, with an easy laugh and a love for jokes, Vietnamese people are charming. What to see and do in Vietnam? Located in northern Vietnam, Ha Long Bay has been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site due to its extraordinary beauty. It features a spectacular marine landscape with over 1,600 islands and limestone islets covered in lush vegetation emerging from the emerald waters of the Gulf of Tonkin. A local legend says that Ha Long Bay was created by dragons sent by the gods, who flew to Vietnam to protect it from invaders. The dragons spat out jewels and jade to form a wall that protected the coast, which became the islands and islets of the bay. Mui Na, a fishing village in southern Vietnam, is the perfect destination for those seeking an escape from the metropolis of Ho Chi Minh City. The coast has a range of beach resorts from budget to luxury. Windsurfing, one of the most popular water sports, is best enjoyed from October to April. Other interesting activities include sandboarding on the giant sand dunes outside the city or taking a gentle half-day stroll through the charming Ferry Stream Canyon. Typical Vietnamese food. Vietnamese cuisine is known for its main ingredients such as rice, fish sauce, and soy sauce. Vietnamese recipes usually include pepper, lime, onion, and garlic. Generally, Central Vietnam cuisine is spicier, while Southern cuisine is sweeter. Bun Bo Hue, noodle soup with a strong lemongrass flavor.
Whoa! Incredible, Thomas! Now we would like to know more about your curiosities. Come on!
Curiosities about Vietnam. 1. Viet means peaceful people and Nam means south, but legend has it that the country was formed by a union between a Chinese princess and a dragon. 2. The turtle and dragons are symbols frequently seen. The turtle symbolizes intelligence, strength, and longevity and is associated with the country's independence. 3. The lotus flower is the national flower of the country. It was chosen as the national flower in Vietnam in 2010 and represents purity of mind and heart. 4. The government limits families to having no more than 2 children. The Vietnamese population has grown rapidly. As a means of controlling population growth, the government imposed economic restrictions on families with more than 2 children in the 1980s. 5. The most important celebration in the country is Tet Nguyên Đán, which means Festival of the First Day, to celebrate the beginning of the year. The festival takes place between January 21st and February 20th, on the first new moon of the lunar calendar, in the middle of the period between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. Tet Trump Thursday, the Mid-Autumn Festival, is also celebrated. 6. In Vietnam, there are different seasons depending on the region. In the north of Vietnam, there are 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and autumn, and in the south, there are 2 seasons, dry and rainy. 7. After the war, anti-communists from the south were interned in re-education camps. Although they are essentially prisoner camps, the Vietnamese government calls them re-education centers. They housed, for several years, all the military, administrative officials, and civilians who supported the South of Vietnam and the Americans against communism. 8. People can nap anywhere. Most employees of establishments or offices have a break from 12 to 1300 hours. It is not uncommon to see them napping at their desks or on a motorcycle. 9. According to Vietnamese tradition, there is a belief that Vietnamese people are descendants of dragons and that they bring rain, so it is common to see dragons in rural areas. 10. It is the largest exporter of black pepper and cashews, and after Brazil, the largest exporter of coffee.
Vietnam's curiosities were very interesting. Now, let's go back in time and go through its history. Let's go!
History. Vietnam has a rich and complex history marked by resistance to foreign invaders and the struggle for independence. For 1,000 years, it was dominated by China until it gained independence in the 10th century. In the 19th century, France colonized the country, and Vietnam became part of French Indochina. In the mid-20th century, Communist nationalist Ho Chi Minh led the fight against the French, achieving independence after the victory at the Battle of Dien Bien Phu in 1954. The country was divided into 2, Communist North and Pro-Western South, which led to the Vietnam War, 1955 to 1975. The United States intervened in support of the South, but after years of intense conflict, the communist forces of the Viet Cong and the North Vietnamese Army unified the country in 1975, with the fall of Saigon. After the war, Vietnam suffered economic difficulties, but in the 1980s, it implemented reforms known as Doi Moi, which liberalized the economy. Today, Vietnam is a socialist country with a growing market economy, playing an important role in Southeast Asia. Its history reflects a long struggle for sovereignty and a process of reconstruction and modernization.
Well, this was all about wonderful Vietnam. Now, let's get to the questions for fun. Come on! Thanks for joining us on this journey. I hope you've enjoyed the blend of history and charm. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and, of course, subscribe for more adventures. See you at the next destination. Bye for now.